Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
It's outrageous. A quarterback calls, I don't like 12 except Tom Brady. Can show my stock, I still stack tall, you still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up this...
First and 10. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They'll get 19 out of that play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On second down, it's Williams. That is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Third and long. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Got his man, that's Grant. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get a fresh set of downs. 1st down, up at the 17.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanaconda.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Abanaconda. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Now a screen set up for Schrader. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the ground, a 1st down run.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the 1st down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
on the ground. It's Abanaconda. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Vikings move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Throwing on 2nd down. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Vikings have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point is up and through. And the Vikings will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. Here's 1st and 10. Now Williams, gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will go all the way. Elijah Moore, touchdown Chicago. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. To throw is Williams. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 14. Williams set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Bears 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A play fake. Now Williams. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
He's going to let this one go deep. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
50-yard line.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll get this out wide, and they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to look for the home run ball. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That goes for 58. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Williams to throw on second down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. This brought in out past the 20. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Moore going in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books.
With the score,
And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is taken at the 10. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And this will be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Bears 28, Vikings 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll get this out to the left flat, and that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Got his man, that's Grant. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Williams. That one taken in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. To throw is McCarthy. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Now McCarthy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. This a mess on the offensive end. He goes out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on that play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.